turn now to the alarming images tonight, the frightening moments on an American Airlines flight from LaGuardia Airport here in New York to Charlotte. Moments after takeoff, a bird strike leading to engine failure, the plane then relying on the other engine for an emergency landing at nearby JFK Airport. Here's Whit Johnson tonight.
Frightening moments on board an American Airlines flight shortly after takeoff from New York's LaGuardia Airport.
It appears we have an engine failure, but we're still kind of working through to figure out what's going on.
A passenger recording as a bird slams into one of the plane's engines, bursting into flames.
We hit birds on the way out.
Flight 1722, bound for Charlotte last night, had 190 passengers and 6 crew on board.
The plane just immediately started, it was a loud bang, and then the plane just started shaking like crazy. I mean, everybody on the plane was visibly upset.
The aircraft, powered by its second engine, diverted to nearby JFK Airport, landing safely without injuries. American Airlines saying in a statement, "We are grateful to our crew for their professionalism and apologize to our customers for the inconvenience." And David, we've seen just how dangerous these bird strikes can be. You'll remember back in 2009, the so-called Miracle on the Hudson. That flight also from LaGuardia to Charlotte, making that now famous emergency landing on the water. This time around, a much safer outcome. The flight rescheduled and then departed this morning. David?
All right, Whit Johnson, we'll see you on GMA this weekend, Whit. Thank you. Now to the brutal cold and snow, that cold with a grip on the Northeast tonight. Take a look at these numbers, in fact. Wind chills below freezing tomorrow morning across the east and south. Look right down to the Carolinas there. And images tonight showing the more than 3 feet of snow in Buffalo. The Bills actually canceling their practice. Lee Goldberg with the forecast for this weekend and the big change coming. And ABC's Faith Abube in Orchard Park tonight near Buffalo.
Tonight, after whiteout conditions brought travel chaos to the Great Lakes region, shutting down interstates and leaving hundreds of abandoned and wrecked vehicles in its wake, the snowblowers out in force. Weary residents racing to clear snow from the third major storm in 2 weeks.
And this right here is a car?
That is a car under there.
Outside Buffalo, in the village of Orchard Park, amid 38 inches of heavy, wet snow, we found 80-year-old volunteer firefighter Ron Trigger Dirkholt shoveling.
I take it easy. I mean, I'm doing as much as I can, but I don't get carried away.
Not far from there, the town of Eden hitting the jackpot, a whopping 42.5 inches of snow. It's all driven by an epic Arctic blast that extends all the way south. Steam rising off Lake Superior in Duluth, Minnesota, where it felt like negative 22 degrees this morning. And in Chicago, it wasn't much warmer. Commuters bundling up in negative 6 wind chills.
And David, here in Orchard Park, homeowners clearing snow, also dealing with bitter cold temperatures, expected to feel like 1 degree in the overnight hours. David.
Look at that snow. Faith Abube tonight. Faith, thank you. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg from our station here in New York, WABC. And Lee, of course, this brutal cold again tomorrow, and then a big change coming.
No doubt about it. Winter chill to start the final weekend of fall, but when we warm up after that, now it'll feel like 8 degrees tomorrow morning in Boston, single-digit wind chills in the upper Great Lakes as well, teens into New York and Philly. But the warm-up's coming. In fact, by the time we get to the end of the weekend, it'll feel a little better in Chicago, probably 50 by Monday, could even get close to 60 right here in New York on Tuesday, but it's accompanied by some rainfall. Unfortunately, the warm air isn't getting here in time to avoid an ice storm in the Midwest. That's breaking out tonight. Ice storm warnings in Cedar Rapids, winter weather advisories from Omaha up to the Twin Cities. Later tonight, the ice breaks out. We could accumulate more than a quarter-inch of ice. That could mean tree damage, even power outages. Please don't travel. It'll be much safer by Sunday. David?
Yeah, this ice storm could be really dangerous. Lee Goldberg with us on a Friday night. Lee, thank you. Tonight, the growing frustration with investigating the murder of an American couple visiting Western Mexico. The husband and wife in their 50s were shot in their pickup truck in an area dealing with organized crime. Authorities say they lived in California with a home in Mexico where they were spending holidays with family. To the index of other news tonight, and for the first time in a decade, a new study tonight shows obesity rates are actually falling in the U.S., some pointing to increased use of those popular weight loss drugs. Researchers say obesity numbers dropped nearly half a percentage point, women in general, and adults 66 to 77 showing the biggest results. That study in JAMA Health Forum. Evening celebrating the tireless workers of New York's City Meals on Wheels program. Members of our 2020 team joining City Meals on Wheels, boxing meals for those in need. There are 5,000 Meals on Wheels programs across across the U.S. And here in New York, they delivered 2 million meals a year in all 5 boroughs. My co-anchor and pal Deb Roberts in the 2020 team packaging 4,224 meals. I was on a Made in America shoot, but this is a tradition we started last year, and all of us certainly hope to keep this going. Of course, the real work is done by City Meals every day. And of course, Deb and I will see you for tonight's 2020. Up next here on World News. Finally tonight here, our Made in America Christmas. The countdown continues. We love this every year. And tonight here, some very sharp-looking hats, a game taking off, and the Christmas trees growing right in front of our eyes. Tonight, our great Made in America Christmas is back. 13 years and running, your ideas pouring in.
Good to see you.
Traveling across this country, looking for small-town triumphs to put under the tree. In Kansas City, Missouri tonight, Sandlot Goods baseball hats.
Hey, David.
Garrett Prather with their high-quality Made in America hats.
Our specialty is twofold: manufacturing in the U.S. and producing a high-quality hat.
45 workers, 10 new hires, 115,000 hats this year. Many of them soon under the Christmas tree. Showing us inside the hat, stitched right there, Sandlot, made in the USA. And across this country, celebrating our local Christmas tree farmers. There's still time. I just saw David Stess from Soho Trees again this year. The trees from American farms.
This is a Fraser fir?
Yeah, it's the Fraser fir.
From North Carolina. Oh,
Yep.
fantastic.
And in McKinleyville, California, one of our favorites, the John Steen Tree Company, where you can buy a Christmas tree kit, they'll ship it to you, and you grow your own tree.
Hi, David.
Jonathan Clausing checking in this year.
These will be the Christmas trees of Christmas future.
6 new hires since last year. Caitlin Colburn and Skylar Cordero packing up those trees.
Hi, David. Happy holidays.
Trevor Bulkley in the nursery.
Hello, America. Happy holidays from the John Steen Company.
And this is what we love to see. Families sending in photos of their trees after we first started reporting here on the John Steen Company. Hagen Foreman with his tree in 2022. 2 years later, Hagen with a haircut and his tree now growing.
Made in America.
And from Denver tonight, the family looking to find the fun this Christmas. They call it shuffle golf, combining shuffleboard and golfing from iPlay LLC.
Hi, David.
Founders Jeff and Danielle Story, father and daughter, checking back in.
We're very excited on the success of our Shuffle Golf putting game since our last Made in America holiday airing with you.
Their company growing, hiring new workers, and giving back.
David, we have donated over 100 shuffle golf putting games to the National Disabled Veterans Clinics across America.
VA hospitals in Michigan, West Virginia, Texas, all using shuffle golf in their clinics. And in San Antonio, Army vet Julian and Air Force vet Duke playing around. And the workers making those shuffle golf boards in Calhoun, Georgia, proud.
Made in America.
We love it. The game, the hats, and the Christmas trees growing right in front of our eyes. So is Made in America. And we'll see you Monday night with more. Good night.